Hi, welcome back. I'm Horlicks, and this is my last issue of the month, which is issue 27. So, let's have a look. So here we go in issue 27. We've got the horn bracket, the radiator fans, the radiator back, and we've got some radiator mounting brackets, which we're going to affix to the chassis. So, without further ado, let me crack this open, and we'll get started. So I'm just going to open, here's all the parts, I'm just going to open these up. There we go. Okay, so with this issue we've got some GP screws. They're new. We haven't had them before. We've got some HP and some more NM screws there. So, I'm just going to lay them aside and go to step one, which is to affix this little bracket here to the horn. So, let me just have a little look here. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty straightforward. We can see that there's like a little plastic pin on there which lines up with a smaller hole in the top of the horn there, like so, and then that gets attached there with a GP screw. So I'm just going to grab my screwdriver and get one of these GP screws out. Okay, and then screw that home just in the top there. Like so. So we've got the bracket there. Okay, and then the next part, we need to get the chassis, which I shall grab. Let me just move these bits out of the way. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that there's a couple of holes there. Now again, there's a plastic pin on the underside of the horn, and then what happens is that screws in, fixes in this top right hand hole, and then it fixes, let me just move this round so you can see a bit better, it fixes in here, and that is requiring an NM screw. So I'll just grab one of those out. And secure that. Into place. Just use my other screwdriver. And give that a little tighten. There we go, and that is the horn attached on there, like so. Okay, sorry about that, I just had to adjust the light a little bit because it was a little bit bright. So yeah, that's what we've done. We've just affixed the horn onto the front there with this bracket. Okay, that was step 2. So now we're on step 3, and we're going to be attaching the brackets, which I've got here, which are made of metal. These 2 brackets are going to be going on the front of the chassis, and they're going to be going in with NM screws again. So these go on in such a way so these face each other, and again these are made of metal, but there's like a metal pin under there which slots in to one of the holes, so you know that they are in place. So with an NM screw, I'm going to fix one side. And that's a little bit loose, so I'm going to give it a bit more tighten. Okay, so that NM screw didn't work very well, so I'm just going to try another one. No. And that didn't work very well either, so let me just get my trusty little box of screws out and have a look and see if I've got a different screw. It just doesn't seem big enough, or you know, the thread on it. Let me see. I'm wondering if a DM screw might work better for this. Or possibly a BM screw. Let me have a little look. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a BM screw for that instead of the NM screw. I'm not sure what's happened there, but yeah, that's much better. So for step 3 and 4, instead of using the NM screw that comes supplied, because as you, I don't think you can see that, it's just sort of strip the thread. I'm using BM screws for those parts. Okay, so I'm just going to grab another BM screw out from my little box and then attach the other side again with a BM screw instead of the NM screw, because it seems to fit a lot better. Yeah, and again, that fits a lot better, the BM screw there. So they're in place now. So that is the radiator brackets. Okay. And the next part we're going to be doing is attaching the fans to the back of the radiator. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, and for this we're going to need a HP screw, so we'll just go and get rid of that for now. So we're going to need the back of the radiator and the 2 fan blades there, and then with a HP screw, they've issued 3, we only need 2. You can see that one side of the fan has got like a ring round it. Obviously the other, we want the flat side against there like so. So there's 1 in. And there's 2. And then we're going to fix them in, as I say, with HP screws. So let me just get this. That one in. I'm just going to put them in loosely for the minute. So they're going to put them in loosely on the top there, and then just tighten those down a little bit, just to secure those blades into the back of the radiator case there. Okay, so that was that issue done. So yeah, I had a little bit of an issue with the LM screws, which I have replaced with the BM screws. I don't know what happened there. They just went in, they, you know, and just through tightening, they just kept spinning, and it caused those brackets to be loose. So as I say, I've swapped those 2 LM screws for the BM screws, and that seems to have done the trick. So that is it now for this month, unfortunately, sad times, and I'll be back in about 4 weeks with the next issues, which is 28, 29, 30 and 31. In the meantime, I'm waiting for my R2D2 model parts, which will be any soon. So if you haven't seen that already, check out my YouTube channel and you'll see them. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, that'd be great, and I'll see you in about 4 weeks to carry on with this Build the DeLorean. Take care.